carrots. These carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. What's going on, y'all? Come on in here. Let's kick it. Cicely Tyson, the great Madam Queen. Tyson probably was the most prestigious living black thespian. Yeah, I believe she was the most prestigious and decorated living black actor. Boy, oh boy, the Madam Queen. She put in a lot of work, a lot of fucking work. Goddamn. Talk about an obituary. Her shit gonna have chapters. The Blackout Network was good. Got a lot. I'm more so in the editing. I be armed. Putting out hot shit for you, man. So I don't use the live stream all like that, but I feel you. I feel you. Cicely Tyson passes away. Do y'all have any favorite Cicely Tyson roles? I'd love to hear it. My favorite role of hers was Madam Stephanie Sinclair, the Madam Queen. In what movie was that? Hoodlum. Yes. Oh, and Miles, my fault. He said busting loose. It's getting hectic now. I think I might go with busting loose. He said, is JoJo bullying you, my guy? You couldn't melt that nigga down and pour him on me. We couldn't get no, I wanted to be paid. We couldn't get no understanding, man. I'm done with that shit. He don't have nothing else to talk about. He's a YouTuber now. I'm a hot topic for him. He dig. Seriously, you should. He says Sounder. She got classics. T.I. and Tiny are being accused of sex trafficking and forcing women to do drugs. This story is hot as a motherfucker. He said she was in Roots. I know y'all like the entertainment aspect and shit like that, but there's nothing I can do about it, man. I can't punch the nigga in his fucking mouth. They tried to arrange for us to be paid to get in the ring like Paparazzi Poe and King Erner. He destroyed it. He said JoJo let me down with his misinformation. He's a fucking cornball. He said he's desperate for like attention. That's how I got here. He said you threw that back out though. I don't even know how I did it. It's getting better now. Let's talk about that just for like a couple of minutes. I want to talk to y'all about that. I think it's the most problematic little injury that I had in my life. It was brief. What I mean by problematic is you're basically helpless. You're basically helpless. You need help standing up. You got to take your time sitting down. Your breathing is fucked up. Sleeping is a chore. You got to sleep on the floor. Um, it just was a bad time, man. Imagine wiping yourself. I'm talking about this is a bad fucking time. When you think of somebody being paralyzed and shit like that, you think, of course, immediately their legs. You put all of the emphasis on legs, legs, legs. I don't think that that's all of it. I think that the back has a whole lot to do with it. Straight up. New Jack, that's what's up. It's my green joint, man. I got a few in the rotation. He said, once your back fucked up, it's over. First real injury ever and shit. He said, rest in peace, Madam Stephanie Sinclair from Hoodlum. She acted out, that was a true story. A lot of the storyline from the movie Hoodlum was true. That shit went down in Harlem. Swirl Girl should get a back alignment. I like the sound of that. He said you got 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 back, and it never heals itself. Do you think Hank Aaron passed because of taking the tenderoni virus? I don't want to get on here and say that, but I believe it. Y'all share this live. Good evening to everybody. He said you watched that Charleston White interview. Charleston White been making his way around the room. I see him. I'm a lot better now. I couldn't sit in the computer chair. He said hot yoga. What you mean by hot yoga? Get some THC, CBD infused ointment and smoke a blunt. Apparently, it's a lot of young girls that then came out the cut alleging that T.I. and Tiny have been having some sex parties and shit like that. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna tell you, New Jack Forever. I'm gonna answer your question in 1 minute. Just remind me. I gotta stay on topic for 1 second. This is very important. It's like the hottest topic online right now. Share this live and like this video. Yoga in the room, it's like 100 degrees. They make you do all these stretches and poses that will make you flexible as hell. Never do no more back problems. I'm gonna look into that. The victim, a female, alleges that she was solicited. Basically, Tiny was stepping the bitches like, yo, basically, can I take you home to my man? That kind of shit. That's what it sounded like to me. Shit. He said, how crazy we talking when they say sex parties, like drugs and shit? Consensual shit, probably. I believe it was consensual, but a couple of them didn't mean and shit like that. They like them pills not too far-fetched. He said, that's why I said your title was crazy. This is what's going on right now, man. I got to go directly to the source of it. He said, I'm here in ATL. They stay in the clubs regularly scouting. Didn't Black China say they paid her to participate? Always knew something about them. Was weird. She ugly as hell. My thing is this. I was just telling somebody this on the phone a minute ago. T.I. is an A-list celebrity. He's been in a lot of legendary movies. He got a lot of legendary hip-hop music out. He did a lot right. Out of all the women in the world, this is who he chose, her. Even at her height, I guess. This is who he chose out of everybody in the world. I'm like, she has to be freaky or some shit like that. It has to be something associated with that. I always felt like that. I'm just keeping it real. You can't be having motherfuckers biting off pills and shit like that. Good evening to everybody that's here. My notifications, they going out slow. I see y'all starting to come into the chat. I appreciate y'all. Corey Turner, what's good, my man? He said, remember you were screaming to the camera at JoJo saying, do I look broke? The answer was, hell yeah, you do. We was laughing so hard at you. When dude pressed you at that car, I didn't get the rest of it. That shit's laughable. The broke part, laughable. Laughable. Certified baller. That's a attribute, a part of my resume that can't be disputed ever. You feel me? Straight up. Dogecoin. Ain't nothing. Let me add something to that. Let me add something to that. Let me issue with ever. Period. He said, what were you driving? That was a Saab. I can't remember what year that was. Probably like 2009, 2010, some shit like that. Bino, what's good? What's up with the ripping? I believe a lot of people would like to be in a situation that paparazzi Poe and King Erner is in. They getting a lot of press with that shit. That shit is gonna lead to other things if they play their cards right. I would love to be in that situation too. But this whore destroyed it. Peace. He said, you can't win them all. I'm not even mad at you for turning down the fight. That was my people's. President Trump recently released a guy from my neighborhood. His name is Carl Knight. You can Google that. Y'all Google that. Carl Knight, Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm going to post a picture due to this statute called the First Something Act by Donald Trump. The picture that I post of Carl Knight, too young from that JoJo Capone video that y'all talking about, he's going to be in this picture. He said, we play chess, not checkers. Believe you me. But yeah, this is a shout out to Soul. He on his way home. He did 21 years. He been down since 1999. He said Trump is that dude. I want to ask y'all something right now in regards to that. How do y'all feel about Donald Trump right now? In totality, his whole presidency? He did a lot of shit that got him on the news, and I believe it was on purpose. But overall, what did y'all think of his presidency? And then after that, after y'all answer that, I want to compare his presidency to presidents prior to him. Trump was the absolute worst. I loved him and his ass. Flip, I see you. I gotta get what can you text me? I believe I lost your number. I fuck with Trump as a man. He do what he want. Trump need a YouTube channel. Gangster. Racist. He was the worst. Wasn't as bad as people made it, but the race shit was an issue. Terrible with the terrible. He powerful, made the white boys take over the Capitol. He eyed by me. He wasn't the president. Good looking on the bread, definitely. He in the mob. Trump had everybody shook. I ain't hate Trump. I just hate how people didn't see past his bullshit. Trump is a good president, narcissistic personality. All presidents was racist. I have to comment on that. When people said Donald Trump was racist, my opinion was he wasn't no different than all, what is it, 44 presidents before him. I don't think his views on black people, minorities, was no different than the presidents prior to him. So when people say racist, 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 I'd be like, well, what about the rest of the motherfuckers? Frank says, strong president, great businessman. He was the least racist. He knew who his target audience was. He said the exact words they wanted to hear. I agree with that. He conveniently dismissed police brutality on the right people. I believe that, but a lot of these police brutality situations, when people was killed by the police, they were killed by who? White police. I just told you his views on it. He ain't gonna be no different than the rest of them. So y'all don't think he did good? What did he do damaging to us as a whole? The common, let's call the people in the chat, the common folks, the people who, I don't know, pay taxes. Did he do anything to us personally? Did he have any effect on us personally? Did he have any direct effect on you? They about to learn what he did for them in a minute. Got jobs, we pay tax. He said, nope, nope. Share this lot, like this video. They said Asa Jones said, name one racist law he wrote and signed. Name one racist law he wrote and signed. None. He made law enforcement very comfortable with disrespecting and the killing of black people. I can't name one. No more profit for prisons. The question is, what did he actually do in 4 years? When you say a question, when you ask a question like that, when you pose a question like that, what does a president do in 4 years? What did the presidents before him do in 4 years? How does politics directly affect us? Me personally, I only voted one time. I voted for Obama, of course. I never voted again on never. Trump didn't do much wrong at all. What did he do for our country? AJ Peak said, white police been comfortable killing us. I agree with you. You keep it a G. Black people had fucked up. Trump was really the best thing for us. He was becoming more successful in black owned business. He freed thousands on that First Step Act. Let's talk about that. The First Step Act by Donald Trump, I think he signed it in 2019 or 2018. It's freeing a lot of people who had natural life. If they, I don't know, qualified or whatever. One of them was a guy from my neighborhood by the name of Carl Knight. You can look that up on YouTube. I mean, you can look that up on Google. How can you call a person over six bankruptcies? How can you call a person with over six bankruptcies successful? I don't think the bankruptcy situation is any indication of Donald Trump's wealth or lack thereof. I believe he's straight. I believe he's straight. And I don't think the bankruptcy shit, I believe bankruptcy protects what you have, right? It's a protection clause, right? It's not good. It's not good at all, but it ain't bad. He said, ask John Bezos about bankruptcy. It protects your assets, right? Exactly. If that's what it's for, if that's what the law, if that's what the bankruptcy, if that's what the bankruptcy clause is for, what's wrong with using the motherfucker? Anybody can do it, exactly. He said it's fun. People try. I don't know what he did to make them people do that, climb the walls and shit like that. He said Trump knows how to finesse. I got a theory. Right? A lot of people was, I guess, pardoned by Donald Trump, and I kind of took inventory of the people that he pardoned. A lot of them was popular people or people that was known and shit like that. He pardoned Lou Hobbs. He was a big drug boy from New York, from Brooklyn, right? I'm looking at old pictures of Lou Hobbs and Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's prime on IG. And it hit me all at once. I'm like, damn. I don't care what nobody says. I know Mike Tyson and Donald Trump is cool. I know they cool. There's no way they not cool. Why wouldn't they be cool? Mike Tyson's a lot of Mike Tyson's fights was in Trump, in Trump casino. I mean, Trump shit. So, and I've seen pictures of Donald Trump and Don King and Mike Tyson and all of them. So, of course, they cool. On your way out the door, pardon my man, Lou Hobbs. It's a lot of fucking drug kingpins who got life sentences. Lou Hobbs got a blessing. But it probably helped that he knew the right people. Straight up. And God bless him. Welcome home, my man. Boom, boom. Kevin Johnson, I hear you. He said, now later green joint. He said pardons were going for $2 million. Man, if they had a price on pardons, man, you know how many niggas would have bought them. You think niggas in the feds ain't got $2 million? Shit. Shit. Good evening to everybody. Share this video. Put a hashtag on it. The dribble. I gotta read this shit for y'all. Hold on. Let me read it. Early this week, a former friend of T.I.'s wife accused him of putting a gun to her head. Sabrina Peterson posted her side of the story on social media, and Tiny came to her husband's defense. Now T.I. and Tiny are being accused of sex trafficking and forcing women to do drugs after Sabrina shared her story. Multiple women reportedly shared their stories about T.I. and her. According to messages Sabrina shared, a woman claims Tiny made her pop a Molly, a MDMA stimulant with similar effects to ecstasy, and engage in sexual acts. Multiple alleged messages claim Tiny is the ringleader. The bitch is a madam. Hey yo, we can't accept all of this fucking information. You know how the internet is. You know how motherfuckers be trying to get attention. Right? But hey yo, bitch is a madam. Hey yo, I knew when that bitch Red Bull. What's her nationality? He said, yeah, they trying to get T.I. out of here. It's what now T.I. is well known to be fucking with the strippers. Tiny gonna keep her man, so yeah, she with the shits. You know she gonna have to get on the stand and say that, right? I don't think they've been charged with anything. It didn't say anybody's been charged. So mama white, daddy black. Oh, she a half and half, Joan. Oh, Tiny's a demon. Tiny's a demon. Cat's out the bag. He said, just look in her eyes. That bitch a demon. Tiny. Just in any hood in the world, a motherfucker named Tiny got some shit with him. Period. Imagine it's a bitch and she's Red Ball with a little money and fame. That's a great ball of fire. About 15 different people have came out of the woodworks with a story about T.I. and Tiny. I wonder why motherfuckers wait until one motherfucker leaked their story and then everybody could just make up a story now. Like, I don't know what to think about all of this shit, but we always had speculation of why did he pick this bitch? This bitch ain't like she got a big fat ass or nothing like that. Like, Tiny ain't known for having no big booty. I don't know. I ain't never seen her ass. And I keep track of asses. I ain't never known her to have like no dynamite ass or nothing like that. This motherfucker, out of all these bitches in the world, T.I., A-list actor, good looking, light skinned, and popular. The nigga was in the movie Atlanta and fucking American Gangster with Denzel Washington. A-list. Motherfucker, this the baddest bitch you to it's the baddest bitch you to come up with. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. No, he got it, but he got his pick. He said he had her before the fame. Man, that bra was famous before him. Tiny was famous before T.I. He said that's how you know looks ain't everything. She was loyal and down for him. Man, if you're gonna spend your lifetime with a bitch, it helps that she's good looking because you setting yourself up to cheat. Hey yo, I understand the concepts of love and loyalty and all of that, but if you don't choose a good looking mate, you setting yourself up to cheats at some point. What the fuck? Back in those days, Tiny wasn't bad looking. Listen, man, I remember when Escape first came out. They fucking single was just kicking it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. She's okay, man. She okay. He said, stop. Coming out of the streets, if you're a rapper and you're on the rise and you knock a bitch like that and she's famous already, you know, I know it's a big deal. I ain't like throwing her under the bus, but damn. Bane said she wasn't the best thing in the group. Nope, she wasn't. Candy is a smoker, fire. He said she looked like a kneecap. Y'all ain't right, man. I think decent looking people choose ugly motherfuckers thinking they won't cheat on them. I'm just keeping it real, man. The two chocolate sisters looking better. Candy was that chick. Candy. He said them other women in the group not getting on TV anymore. Think about it. Candy Burris is on TV. Escape, that group ain't been together for a minute, I think. Subscribe to the channel. Good evening to everybody that's here. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. You should. Now you got to do more workout videos. Got to do more stretching videos. Candy bad with the pen. According to Instagram, they got screenshots out with a girl 15 and 16 telling these stories about being allowed backstage and being offered a lot of drugs and shit like that. I think it to be the truth yet, but I'm letting y'all know. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and James Harden, so far, it's working. Stay tuned. Stop doing deadlifts. They pointless. They fuck your back up. I think I'm gonna probably stop fucking with heavyweight altogether. And just fuck with dumbbells. Icy hot. Icy hot is temporary relief. This shit was a knot. Frank Perry, that's what it is. From here on out, I ain't even gonna have this problem no more and shit. Worst pain I had ever. For real. Never had no injuries. And it didn't happen like right away. It was like the next morning type shit. Why they saying Gilly told on his girl? It seems to me, and y'all follow me on this, on the internet, they ain't never got nothing good to say about nobody. You know why? Because the good news is only right? But if you publish some bad news, something that's damaging to someone's career or rumors or any type of conflict, that shit poof, in a search engine. So again, when you hear some stupid shit like that, Gilly told on his girl, some shit that don't even matter, you know why? Someone is trying to publish a story and it don't mean nothing. I'm telling you. Capadonna Alpha, for real, I need answers. I called him and talked to him about that. And he was in the studio the day that I spoke to him. And he was like, yeah, they tripping about it or whatever. I guess he got some logic behind it. You know what I mean? I met Capadonna one time and shit. He striked me as being, he was live. He's what I would consider a live nigga. Word. Bullshit always make front page. There you go. Y'all tell me this. Y'all ready? Tell me this. What the fuck does Gilly, hold on. What the fuck does Gilly in his girl's case have to do with anything? For all y'all know, she might have ate the case for him. It's just people just be saying anything. And it's 2021. Y'all know how long Gilly's been out. Y'all know how long Gilly's been out and been high profile in Philly. Don't y'all know that shit would have been out? Motherfucker would have been harping on that. They would have been harping on that. You know why? He's always been somewhat or primarily in the spotlight in Philly in Philly hip hop and media for like the last 20 years. Seriously. So if it ain't news about Gilly, or if it ain't news about Meek, or if it ain't news about ARAB, it might not be news. Nobody might not be interested. I'm just keeping it gully. For real. He said Erner would have been on it. King Erner would have been on that shit years ago. Same with Cassidy. So, be careful with niggas wait till a motherfucker in the spotlight and be like, okay, this is my time. You should have been said that sucker shit. Gilly, we not buying it. Subscribe to bell so you get the notifications. Y'all share this live. Like this video. It's almost 400 people here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Follow me on Twitter, Gully TV1. Papa D. Appreciate your donation. What happened with T.I. and Tiny? Allegedly, what it sound like to me, if the participants are grown, then what they was doing was innocent. T.I. tell her to go get a bitch, bring a bitch home with you. Go get some bitches for us and shit. Sounds innocent to me, but they claiming that they was like 15 and 16. Oh, you one of the people that spreading that shit on Gilly? They was Bill Cosby and them. They was offering, allegedly. One of them said that she seen Tiny having sex with multiple celebrity men and women. I think that line right there made this. You got to put that allegedly on there, because if motherfuckers will start saying that, that you started a rumor. You got to put the allegedly on there. Allegedly, Tiny's offering. She's the ringleader. She's approaching chicks, and they watching her just like get busy. They watching her get busy, and they offering money and drugs, I guess. Shout out to Rob Gates from the cloth. That's my position. I gotta continue to hit y'all with the latest new hot nigga. You know what I mean? I try to be 6 months, 12 months ahead of the curve. That nigga Rob Gates that I interviewed, y'all gonna hear about him, and y'all gonna hear about the cloth from now on. And yeah, they've been getting busy the last probably like shit from what I see the last 5 years. Tiny mentioned her and T.I. bringing chicks home before. In an interview, somebody was gonna see an article of Tiny publicly speaking about that. Boom, 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 boom. Will it be safe after the black after party? I don't understand what you're saying. You got to rephrase your question, pimp. Follow me on yeah, Riggs, Mooch, Illinois, Mav, Rob Gates, and I believe Simph is the last guy's name. She said that's how she deals with him cheating. Oh, so they swingers. I imagine that there's no crime committed as long as the participants are adults. But again, the one saying she was like 16 or some shit like that. I don't know how old she is now. And how serious can you take somebody who brings some shit up like this years and years and years and years and years after it happened? Like how the credibility, how seriously can we take the credibility of some shit like this? She's 26 or 28 now. That's over 10 years. Is that a crime? Like, goddamn. Is that wreck chasing? Is that I want some attention? Is that I want a lawsuit? Like, what the fuck? You say you talking about my projects, the Cloth is Rochester niggas, Warfield, and we all working. Shout out to Big Diggy. Represent. After the Poe and Erner fight, you think it will end well after party? If them niggas got paid, them niggas, this is my take on it. Them niggas ended up, I guess, whatever, from a disagreement on the internet, ended up in a situation where somebody wanted to offer them money to box. Them niggas should appreciate each other because King Erner, before this, King Erner's a CMOS scammer. He got all type of allegations. This fight has taken him in another direction. He probably could get some legitimacy out of this for whatever reason. He trained it, whatever. You never know what can happen. It's high profile, right? Paparazzi Poe got one. Paparazzi Poe don't have a song that everybody knows. Like nobody, he's nobody's. He's nobody's favorite rapper. I believe that he's on the rise, and this boxing situation will benefit him in many ways. And because of that, I don't think that after the fight he should have no animosity for King Erner. I do know this. I've seen both of them in person. I seen Paparazzi Poe in person a long time ago, right? I see him in the mall in North Carolina and shit. He was the PIF unit. He was like average size. King Erner was like, he's lost some weight, but King Erner was built like the rapper Casanova, which is a big difference. Rodney Frazier, I appreciate your donation. No. It's like, no, man, I got you, man. Give me a minute, man. You know I'm going to give him a few bars. I got you. I got you. He said they ain't want to give you that 25 up front. That was my issue. That was my issue. I don't know what them niggas getting. I laid my stipulations down from the rip. And people talking about some, your back hurt now, you can't fight. I'll fight JoJo on my knees. Straight up. He said you still got the sob. I had like 3 sobs. I ain't got none of them shits no more. I wish I would have had this white joint I had, man. This motherfucker was butter as fuck, my nigga. I think it was a 9,000. This motherfucker was nice as fuck, yo. He said they not gonna pay a real one up front, man. I need mine up front, man. True Seeker says earning with a first round knockout. Will Matic, that nigga's an Olympic dick rider. He one of the best. He should be in a dick riding competition. Straight up. Everybody don't need a boxing match. Everybody don't need a boxing match. They don't. And I ain't interested in one. Unless I can fight one nigga. And that's that. I ain't got nothing else to say on the topic. And I need my bread up front. Rodney Frazier, you good? Them niggas start that shit. Rodney, you good? He said he gonna keep ducking you and using your name for content. To see him interviewing people and carrying on day to day on the internet, that shit is hilarious to me. And let me make this clear. This go for everybody to do it. I don't respect them YouTube. I mean them interviews with the double screen joints like I did with Jay Hood. I don't do that often. I don't like that shit at all and shit. Especially, I call those COVID-19 interviews. Those are the interviews. That's what was birthed. That was birthed when the COVID-19 shit came into play. All of a sudden, everybody wants to go live. And that's not what you're going to get here. It's not. I'm going to be pointing the camera directly at a motherfucker, or you're going to see me on the camera with him. You're not going to see a flood of, I don't like that shit. I don't like it. It ain't going to never look like that over here, ever. I hate that shit, for real. He said niggas absolutely the live interviews ain't it. Nah. So do y'all understand that? Do you understand that? That whole aspect, everybody that's doing it. Fat Joe and everybody that's doing that. Because they only started during the COVID-19 shit. Remember, as soon as the pandemic hit, all of a sudden everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody's interviewing. It's a mess. And I ain't a part of that shit. Bullshit. Now I wanted to talk to J Hood about basketball. I didn't know he was a Lakers fan, but me and him was the topic was basketball. Period. It wasn't that it was J Hood. We talked about a little hip hop, of course, but it was sports. Period. So that's why Hood, you welcome that we welcome that you welcome to do it any time. We could do it again. Just so you know, I'm sticking to the script, hip hop, sports, and fashion. And the fact that he was a Lakers fan, oh my man, let's do it. He said, "How the fuck did the Jazz have the best record in the West right now? That's crazy." And Mitchell didn't even play the last game. He said we need AD back. I ain't like how that game went down last night against the Sixers. I ain't like that. Last play didn't. He said you need to get that Harry O story, man. I'm pretty sure Harry O has been contacted by some of the biggest television networks. Shout out to Bimmy and Hip Hop Uncovered. I'm pretty sure those type of people are pursuing Harry O. If I come into a situation where I can contact him or, me and him can have an encounter, it's on. You already know. But that shit, that type shit right there, y'all gotta remember, they're alleging that Harry O's money started Death Row. So some shit gonna get to happen. We gonna get to hearing some shit and learning some shit shortly. Believe that. I don't know what's with Jay Prince and Harry O. I don't. I heard about the Wild Bunch. He gave Denzel a start. I heard about his relationship with Denzel. That's true. That was in a it might have been Don Diva or Feds back in the day. Direct Express. This dribble is spectacular. It's spectacular. And real recognized, real 30 blocks away, man. We ain't got to do the cinematic shit. Just look at the body of work. Y'all get to see me. If I'm not here, I'm on Instagram. I be on there. I did have a situation with my back, but in regards to that celebrity boxing shit, you gotta wear a headgear. You can't even get hurt. You think I ain't want to get paid some bread to beat this nigga the fuck up? It was free money. It was easy money. It was easy. So, Frank, you like my song, man? Good evening, everybody. That whole situation, man, that shit was, y'all don't know how big that was, man. I don't have a lot of friends, but the friends that I have, they all stunners, man. They all wanted to be there. It was gonna be spectacular. You get what I'm saying? It was a win-win situation. I just needed my bread up front because I was gonna dedicate my whole life to training. Just like the same shit the paparazzi Poe and King Erner was doing. I need all of it up front. You know what I mean? So Sean Hartwell. Shout out to Jersey. I had a chance. I was introduced to Sean Hartwell, I believe, by Sam Scar from Gorilla Pimp. That's my man. He was pulling my coat to who Sean Hartwell was. I had already heard about Eport, but you know, on this line tonight. Not, we 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 not. Let Raz B go about his business. You know what's funny about Raz B? For real. No matter he got a beard now and shit. No matter how much he try to look masculine, he looks sweet. He do. You could just look at him like, homie, I get it, but come on, man. Just go about your business, man. Fetty. Might got to wait for the motion picture, man. Black Promise totally legit. Earning Poe got that bag. You never judge a book by its cover. It's cool. I still have my stipulations, man. You know what I mean? I'm not earning Poe and shit. I got a following. If I would have been in a fight with JoJo, all the hustlers, ain't no telling what type of athletes and shit would have came. All the hustlers, all these niggas that you see on that Big U and all of these niggas, Bimmy, they would have all been there. It would have been mayhem. I'd have mangled that out, man. He fucked it up. He fucked it up. He fucked it up. He fucked it up. Seriously. He said that whole thing seems like a setup. You're gonna need mass security. I would have my peoples with me. You know who my peoples? The nigga Too Young that that JoJo post the video that he posted to y'all. That would be one of the niggas that you would see with me walking me to the ring. Him. He said, why niggas always talking about you, but never say you fly or the jewelry or the DVD you put out or the interviews and the those topics seem to take a back seat. Jim Jones once screamed on a song, man, when we go let's get back to talking about the bitches and the money. Nobody talk about it. Nobody never want to talk about that. He said it's just boxing, and we had to wear headgear and shit, which I didn't like. I wanted to be really punching on this motherfucker's face. I believe once King Erner and paparazzi post situation go down, if it go down without incident, everybody's appeased, everybody get paid. It'll be more. Maybe I'll be on the next one. They were under the impression that this was another issue. They were under the impression that I was going to be on an undercard. That wasn't happening at all. That totally wasn't happening. That was totally out of the question. That was I haven't spoken about that. I should share that with y'all. I wasn't being on no undercard for King Erner and paparazzi. Are you serious? I'm the main event. Can't be serious. Yeah. We got some conflict. So what the fuck? I don't think they even understood. Like, don't y'all know that me and JoJo's fight is a bigger, like, no disrespect to Ern and Poe. They know that our fight is a bigger deal. He said niggas don't want to fight because if they lose it all. Niggas rather keep talking back and forth on camera. Me? I had plans for that 30 cent. That 30 that I asked for up front, I had plans for that. I had something in order. I had something on the line. I needed that 30. I could lose the fight, get beat up, and continue to be Gully TV. You know why? Because I started behind the camera. I'm not on the camera. I'm behind the camera. You dig what I'm saying? I can continue to do what this mouth's gonna continue to work. Period. JoJo the one that acts like he the one that's running around acting like he the gooch. He the one acts like he the gooch. You dig what I'm saying? Knock his ass the fuck around for a few rounds and shit. Jim Jones and everybody else say, I'll be damned. Can't believe this shit. Can't believe this shit. Like I said, I didn't want to knock him out. I just wanted to see if this shit worked. You know what I mean? I don't understand if y'all understood what the fuck I was talking about. I don't want to knock you out. I want to see if this shit worked. I got some shit I want to see if this shit worked. Fucker. He said, nigga said the gooch. Nigga don't be acting like the gooch. Yeah. Always run around like you some type of tornado, like you Yosemite Sam or some motherfucking body. Walaikum salam. He said, we still want to see the fight. It might still happen after the Poe fight. I would love to. But again, I told he said, y'all back and forth be hilarious. I don't be saying none of that, nigga. Let me tell you something. I have to share this. Y'all want me to share something with y'all? Let me share something with y'all. This bitch ass nigga, he's aspiring to be a YouTuber, right? You spelling my fucking name wrong. It's Gully TV. You know how to spell it right, goofy ass nigga. Nobody's going to the search engine looking for Girly TV. Nobody's looking for that. They're looking for Gully TV. So if you want your videos to hop in the search engine and be successful, you illiterate motherfucker, spell it right, bitch, or it ain't gonna work. Now, yeah. Think you demeaning me. You're not demeaning me. You sending your fucking videos into a brick wall, dumbass. You don't even know what the fuck you doing, cornball. Your videos could be catching fire. Amateur shit. Some shit that you'll learn. You'll learn as you go along. Now that you's a YouTuber, you and that old cell phone of yours. You was just with Cash Money. You was just with Cash Money. You were just with Cash Money, my nigga. You got the little Cash Money trinket. You were just saying the baby is your cousin, but you doing these little monkey ass YouTube videos. Yo, Now, yeah, yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we're stunning them niggas at. We're stunning them niggas at. We're stunning Tony Braxton and the family at. You know what I mean? Like, when you go interview Stunner, that's viral. Everybody would love to see that, right? Everybody would love to see that. That's your people. That's your cousin, right? When you gonna call? When you gonna talk to Cuz? When you and Cuz gonna get on live, my nigga? Seriously, what's up with Wayne? Wayne just got pardoned. Wayne, you ain't got no kicking for Wayne. Y'all ain't got no kicking. I'm cool with it. I'm telling you, this is no disrespect for people who do interviews and shit like that. It's cool. You are giving your offering to the culture. This is how we keep the cipher complete. Everybody contributes something. So if that's your contribution, cool. But it's some bullshit and it's not respected by professionals. I'm telling you now. So that's why I don't really engage in this shit. Anthony Cruz says, don't let JoJo pull a 50 Cent on you, Gully. A lie unchallenged becomes the truth. Ask Ja Rule. I'm above all that shit. I'm above all that shit. Arrogantly, intelligently, God Cypher Divine, Gumar Oz Dubar, bulletproof. That shit don't even apply to me. I don't even know where you got that shit from. That's some shit that apply to common men. You dig what I'm saying? I self Lord and Master and shit. I know when I enter the room, I know what I radiate. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm standing here. You dig what I'm saying? Minute dim this shit, damage this shit, none of that. None of that. So I gotta get up out of here, man. It's been a little bit over an hour. I appreciate everybody for coming through. And I'm out of here. Peace.